All right, so we're back once again. This is our Artist Spotlight episode. So tell us a little bit about yourself, your style, what you do.
My name is Do Numberz. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, it's the 7th ward to be exact. And I'm a recording artist. I make music. And, I have a movement that I stand for, which is helping people understand themselves and spiritual tapping and be in tune with themselves. And that's kind of what I stand for.
All right. And now, let me ask you this. Who or what is your biggest inspiration?
My biggest inspiration is myself, is me. And that's only because I've come to understand that the world within is the world within is the world without the world without is a reflection of the world within.
True.
And as above, so below.
True.
So I come to realize or understand that everything around me is a reflection of self. So I use that as motivation in particular ways.
That's true, but and a lot of times, like people, they're their own like worst enemy. You know?
Yeah, you got to learn to get out your own way. That's something I've worked on for a long time, and it's as easy as you make it. And
it's as hard as you make it, or as easy as you make it. And sometimes people overthink it and just make things harder on themselves without.
I ain't gonna lie, that was me.
But I've been guilty of that too.
Right, convicted.
How about you?
Yes, we're all guilty.
Yeah, I
of it,
think so.
I feel like.
And
I think so.
Definitely.
Even the Bible will tell you that
Yes.
the walls that are put up are only.
Z's tangled in his words today.
I'm thinking about too much. Hold on, bring
all
it
right.
back. The only walls that are the ones we put up for ourselves.
Very true. Very true.
You know,
Now,
if you want the mountain to move, it should move, kind of deal.
yeah, you gotta shoot big, dream big. I remember, a
Mind
lot
over matter.
when I was a little bit younger. I always have liked to be around like successful people and kind of learn from them. And I remember a lot of them telling me like, back when we're all a little bit more naive as we were younger. Obviously, we grow, we get more aware and more smarter. A lot of them used to tell me, they're like, man, you're not dreaming big enough. They're like, go bigger, like dream. As ridiculous as it may sound,
Yeah, like it's like when people say like you dreaming for the sky's the limit because that's what you was told, but they're essentially saying that that's a lie. Ain't no limits.
Exactly. So you got to dream huge. Anyway, so my next question was, speaking of like success, I know that usually it doesn't come easy. So talk about some of the challenges or struggles that you've had along the way that made you who you are today.
Yeah. The two biggest obstacles in my life have been one, my mother being incarcerated when I was 15, going on 16, for 15 bricks of cocaine. She was in the cartel.
Damn.
And what made that
That's
even
tough.
harder than what it comes off to be when you first hear it is that I've never really known my biological father. He was incarcerated when I was born. I seen him when he got out when I was like 6, maybe 7, went back, and I got out when I was like 11, 12, and then went back, and then Katrina happened. But I've only met him twice, so when she went to jail when I was around 15, I was pretty much just on my own. So from there, I had to navigate my way through life. But at the same time, that was the best thing. Every hardship comes with an equal seed to be positive. You just got to find a silver lining. But it made me an independent person and made me who I am today. And if you can't love yourself, you can't love who you are today and regret who you were in the past. I have resentment about your past. So I love everything about it.
True.
But the second obstacle would be having too big of a heart. And like I learned that the hard way because my name is Do Numberz. So I earned that name. I grew into that name because I was known for doing numbers in the streets. And so everybody knew me for that. I get it going, you know what I mean? So yeah, that transition from streets until now I'm a recording artist. So now my name is Do Numberz, the musician, the music artist. And so I'm known for doing numbers in the music industry. And I think it's important that people do numbers in whatever they're passionate about, whether it be being a great parent or being the biggest earner out in the world or being the greatest scientist or alchemist or whatever it may be. Just whatever you're passionate about, you should do numbers in that as long as you're not harming or infringing on other people's free will. But yeah, so I learned that karma don't have no feelings, doesn't have any feelings. karma just is. So with me having too big of a heart, I received quote unquote bad karma for being too positive to people, because it, like I said, it has no feelings. It just is. So it's just positive and negative and neutral. So once you understand energy, you understand that you got to create a balance between all those things. So I received bad karma for being too good of a person, and it hurt me severely.
I can understand
to figure that out the hard way.
Wow, that's some good stuff. I really like that. I agree with everything that you're saying. Now I got. Oh, go ahead.
You faced a lot of trials and tribulations. It's so good to see Z where he is now. You know, you're 28 now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you've come a long way. So
I got a long way to go.
Yeah, man.
it's good. You're an inspiration to those struggling and going what you were once going through. You know.
Yeah, I pray to be. It's always mind over matter and understanding. You know. Yeah.
Now let me ask you this question. So, it's kind of a out of left field here. All right, if you weren't gonna be a musician, what would it be? What would you be?
You know, I kind of lived my life like, you know, I played college football. I thought I was going to be in the NFL at one point. I know I'm a little dude. I ain't that big. Hey, I was quick. You heard me? I made up for it. But
all right.
Skill is skill.
The answer to the question is like, yes, ma'am. But the answer to the question is kind of like, I just kind of read life energetically. I never really thought about, like, I've always had a passion for music since I was younger, and I always wanted to. Like, my step-pops, when I was like, before Katrina happened, I was around Lil Wayne. I used to be in his house.
Oh,
I was
wow.
always around music. Like, yeah, my step-pops was signed with Cash Money. His name is Six Shot. You can look it up.
Oh, wow.
You heard me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've always been around music. Like, even outside of that, I've been around great musicians. Like, OG Booby Black, which is Kevin Gates' best friend, was dating my biological mother. He calls me his son. So I just found that out a year and a half ago. I didn't know how closely connected
wow.
I was with all these people.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, this is like right in my lap. So I kind of never really, like I always had my own aspirations and what I wanted to do, but I let life tell me what needs to be done. And that's my way of working within God's will. I would have always done something I know that I did my thing in the streets and whatnot, but I would have always had pure intent. I would have always eventually turned around the way to benefit the world. So I never really thought about what I would do outside of that. I just want to evaluate my own characteristics and personality and see how I could use what I've been given to impact the world best positive way, in the most positive way. That's just how I thought about it. Not forever, you know, the past 3 or 4 years mostly has been that, but I've always had that. When I was younger, I always wanted to, you know, help save the world and heal the world. And that's just me being honest.
Yeah.
Call me crazy if you want to.
That's that pure heart.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I was gonna ask you, do you want to talk about any current projects or projects in the future you got coming up that people should look out for?
Yeah, I got a whole plethora.
What's the priority, the ones that mean the most to you at the current time or in the near future?
Priority would probably be my album, this new album I'm working. I have a lot of old songs I haven't released yet, like, cause I blew up. I mean, not blew up. I had so much success so quick that I had 3, maybe 4 record deals, depending on how you look at it. And I only put 2 videos out on YouTube. I had one deal that was $1.3 million for 30 tracks I could have signed,
nice.
but it wasn't right. It wasn't right to me. I'm not into selling my soul. You hear me?
Yeah,
That's
for
good.
sure.
Just
means-
don't settle.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
There's a lot more things that mean more than money. So,
And I'm saying that for to say I have some songs with some really great artists, but those are not my priority because I'm not into like getting attention for the wrong reason. Now, it kind of is because I want to take the best angle to do what's best for the people, but I'm working on this new album called Do Numberz, but I'm emphasizing the word numb and do numbers because I became numb through all of this. I still have a loving heart, but I had to learn how to stop being such a big heart in certain situations, and that's a hurtful feeling in itself, but I'm still doing my shadow work on that. You know what I mean? That's my daily struggle. But Do Numberz, that album would probably be my priority. Outside of that, I'm eager to go work with BWA Camp, OG Booby Black to be Pacific. Hopefully I get with Kevin too. I have a song with Sauce Walker. I'm eager to do the video with him. And then icing on the cake for right now is this music video I have with Lil Baby. I can't wait to put that out and see what it do.
Nice.
Yes.
Congrats, man. I really
Congratulations.
love that. Last thing is, where can people that are watching right now, where can they find you and follow you online?
Yeah, so The best way to find me is on my Instagram right now, which is Do Numberz, DONUMBERZ. Outside of that, I haven't put much out besides 2 music videos on YouTube, but I have to actually go back and redo all of that because I'm relaunching myself entirely. So I had so much success so quick, and I don't even have an ASCAP or a TuneCore or none of that, and I have all this stuff going on.
It's just coming, it's coming at you.
Yeah, I'm basically just stepping in the game with all of this. It's like, this is my intro into the game. It's like I'm a brand new artist, so you'll be able to find me at DONUMBERZ on all platforms, everything. I mean, TikTok and everything. You look that up and you'll find me somewhere.
Perfect. And where can we follow you at?
You guys can follow me. My name is Elisar on Instagram, ELISSAR. HODROJ, my full name, so extra. But I know I speak for all of us when we say that we're really excited to hear your new album. We'll be waiting on that. Yes, and especially that little icing on the cake, that video with Little Baby, you know?
Yeah, man. Congrats again. Once again, yes, congratulations on some big moves, man. I love that.
You're only going to go up from here, and I can feel it for you.
Thank you.
Really, we
I
all
greatly
can feel
appreciate
it.
that. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess we're wrapping it up, and good luck tonight.
Thank
it was
you.
great, man.
Yes, so nice to meet you, and good luck with everything, really.